And yeah, no, the glass had like hallucinogenic mushrooms painted on it, like cool, trippy mushrooms.
I flew back with 35 grams.
You can't do that though.
But I did. My son was like, "What if you get busted?" And I said, "Listen,
what are you, a cop?
Listen, if I get busted, it'll be the best thing that's ever happened to my career. So here's the two things that happen. Either I get busted and it's the best thing that happened to my career, or I end up with 35 grams of mushrooms. It's like a win-win scenario for me, you know?
No losing there.
Where do I want to fly anyways? Where do I want to fly?
Yeah. What if you got like a no-fly list?
Yeah, you do. But so what? Where are you going? Where are you flying? Where have you flown this year, Woody?
I'm not a good example, but Josh flies a lot.
Every weekend.
Yeah, but
they put me on a no-fly list.
Fly within the U.S.
They wouldn't do a no-fly list for mushrooms.
Nah.
Canada's interesting though, with not letting Americans back in.
Harley, the first time I flew into Canada, the people working the border were so nice. It tricked me. So I walked up and the guy was like, "Hey, how are you?" And because it's so different than the US, I was like, "I'm good." And they said, "Great, what are you doing here?" And I said, "Oh, I'm doing stand-up comedy." And the guy was like, "Oh, I love stand-up comedy." I said, "Thanks." And he goes, "I hope you have some great shows." And I said, "I appreciate that." He goes, "Where are you playing?" And I told him, he goes, "Maybe I'll come see a show." I said, "Great." And he said, "So do you have anything you want to declare?" And he was so nice. I was like, "Yeah." Oh. He goes, "What do you got?" I go, "I got some edibles." He goes, "Oh, how many?" I go, "Just 4. He goes, "Great." I said, "Great." He goes, "Do me a favor, just walk down that hallway." And I was like, "Okay." I thought like, I don't know.
He's like, I got to check that guy's show out.
Yo, I got another one. Yeah.
He was like, "Go down that hallway." And I said, "Cool." And I walked down the hallway and I walked into a room and the guy goes, "Hey." And I go, "Hey." And he goes, "Are you the guy with the edibles?" I go, "I am." And he goes, "You want to sit down?" I was like, "Sure." and he said to me, he goes, "Let's see what you got." And I showed him and he goes, "Great." He goes, "Is that it?" I go, "Yeah." And he took them and he just shoot them off the table into a drawer and shut it. And I go, "Oh no." I go, "Those are mine."
They used to be.
And he said, No, we can't let you bring them into the country." And I was like, "But I declared them." He goes, "Yeah, I know."
He goes, "That's why you're still coming into the country."
Yeah. But he was so nice about it. I was just like, "Oh, this is where we go smoke weed together. Me and this dude."
You declared an illegal thing, and then they
were so nice, dude.
You find out that job is extremely discretion based. Jobs, a lot of jobs. I mean, every job is. I mean, like when I taught, I found out that job is very discretion based. I'm doing it. I'm marking. Like I have a rubric of how the marking goes, but I do know I can judge in my brain the effort that one student put in versus another student, whatever. These border agents, they have discretion to decide how honest you were, what you brought in, why you're here, and they judge it all out and they're like, "You're good to go." Someone else might bring in edibles, but they lied about it and they got randomly pulled over and they have edibles and they're sent back. You're not coming in this time. You're going back.
Is it not legal in Canada?
It is, but there's some things you just can't fly with. I don't know. I'm with edibles. I don't know exactly the rules. I'm thinking, let's say if we use shrooms as an example, they just still have the discretion to make the call themselves based on what you did, who you are, where
Does
you're
it matter
coming
where
from,
you're landing,
why you're
or
here.
is weed legal in every province in Canada?
I'm pretty sure it's legal in every province. I'm almost certain it is. Yeah.
Okay.
I noticed he didn't sweep the edibles into a trash can. He put them in his drawer, like put them in his pocket.
Yeah. These are going in the trash as soon as I find one.
They were 200 milligram edibles, and they don't sell those where I was going. So the guy was like, "These look good,"
200 a pop.
That is a whopping.
He's like, "This is enough edible for a month of getting high."
You take a full 200.
Yeah. What dose do you do?
Okay, guys, I take 3 grams of mushrooms before my Friday night late show.
Wow.
And any weed with that, or just
yeah, the weed is to kind of mellow me out. So I'll take like probably 50 milligrams just to mellow me out while I'm on stage.
That's so much.
But
God damn, there's no way I could perform on 3 grams of mushrooms. I'd
be like, hey, anybody else need to go to the hospital?
Way back in the day, we went to we were in me, Muscles, Glasses, and Tyler. We were guys from Epic Mealtime. We were in Ken Block video, RIP, and he didn't like our shoes and was like, you guys can go to the DC flagship store, take everything you want. Everything, literally, like anything. You could literally take. I was like, the whole store? And he was like, actually, if you can, yeah. And we went, and I got there and I saw right away like a snowboard luggage bag, which I still use, this big DC bag, and I was just putting shoes and shit in it, shirts, tons of stuff, everything, like loading it up. We're all grabbing luggage and packing it up, and we would go and pack it up, and we're heading back. Before I left, I went to the woman. I was like, I need the receipt saying that this is free, because otherwise you have to pay to bring it in, the duty of it. So she printed me out a receipt that it was all the items, that they were $0. And then when we went through, it asks how much you spent, and I said $0. And then when we went through, we got pulled over into the other room, and we went in there, and he was like, what is all this stuff? This is brand new. And I was like, well, I have the receipt at $0. And he was like, this is $15,000 of value, though. It doesn't matter that it was discounted. No, you have to pay duty of $15,000, which is like 50%. Oh. So I would have to pay $7,500, or I leave this stuff here. And I was like, oh, that sucks. I guess leave it. And he was like, unless tell me how much you love Jack Daniels. and it wasn't exactly those words, but he basically did like a dance for me monkey thing.
Yeah.
And I was all like, oh, Muscles Glasses will suck all your dicks right now for this guy. Muscles Glasses puts on the aviators across. The guys were like, oh! It was peak the channel, and we get all our stuff. We got to leave with
and then they were like, all right, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, they're like, oh, take your DC
That's
shoes out of here.
awesome.
Yeah, and we got to leave with them.
When my wife and I were getting married, we had $0 and 0 cents. And she's great at starting businesses and figuring out, and great with fashion and visuals. And a friend of ours had come back from Mexico with this belt buckle. My wife was like, I think we could mess around with that belt buckle and make some money with it. And it was like a belt buckle that had some abalone on the outside, and had like dried flowers, or we put scorpions and tarantulas, right? And we went to Mexico, and we found these guys who could make the belt buckles for us and put whatever we wanted in the belt buckle. And we made them with the belt, right? Because they would make the belt in Mexico too. Buckle and belt, $12, my cost. Fred Siegel sold them for $350.
Damn.
Right. So the upsell was crazy, because somebody in the fashion industry told me in LA, you can either sell this for $20 or $400. People in LA either want to feel like they got a bargain, or they want to feel like nobody else can get it, but they don't want anything in between. So we chose the $400. So one time we had an order for 150, 75 women's belts, 75 men's belts. We're driving back across the border, and we had never been pulled over before. And the guy goes, you have anything to declare? I go, no. And he goes, you're not reselling anything? I go, no. And he goes, pull over. We're going to check the minivan. I go, okay. And he pulls over, and in the back, he finds 75 and 75. And he goes, how do you explain these? And I said to him, I go, they're wedding gifts, 75 women, 75 men. And he couldn't disprove me, right? And he goes, you don't mind if we search the van, do you? I go, no, not at all. Before we had left, my wife and I had gotten into a fight. She was like, hey, take this price list. I go, I don't need it. And she goes, you need to know how much they cost. I go, I know how much they cost. I go every week. She goes, take the fucking list. I go, I want the fucking list. And she had crumpled up the paper and thrown it at me. So this guy finds this crumpled up price list in the back. One of the guys who works for him brings it back to me and goes, "What's this?" And I was like, "Oh no!" And the guy at the border said to me, "You get two options. I arrest you right now, or you take these back to where you got them and drop them off." He said, "Because if you drive back across the border, I'm going to search this van, and if these belt buckles are in the van, I'm going to arrest you, and I'm taking the van." And I was like, "Well, how much will it cost me to get the van out?" He goes, No. I'm taking the van."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, like, I don't get the van." He was like, "No, you don't get the van. And good luck getting out of jail." Basically.
Doesn't that feel like a bluff? I'd be like, so there's no way this guy
did not feel like a bluff at the Mexican border, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, you just go to a different border. You think
Did you consider that I also have a gun?
Hey,
Try to find it.
Is my math right? Is that $60,000 worth of belt buckles?
yeah.
Yeah, she should. I hope you told your wife, like, "Hey, great idea with the list. Glad you threw that piece of evidence in there."
I would have done like Mac from Always Sunny. Like, wait, what is that?
I was
Eat it. Just swallow that shit right down.
she was like, "Look, you're going to get these belts and belt buckles across the border. We need this for the wedding." She goes, "Let me make a phone call." She calls her sister-in-law, who runs a lot of nursing homes in Southern California. Somebody who worked at one of the nursing homes told her, "Don't worry about it. Tell him to drive to Rosarita, wait at Tacos Locos," or whatever it was called, "and wait for a guy named Pedro." And I was like, "Oh, I'm getting killed tonight." You want me to drive and wait for Pedro? Like, he knows that I've got
He's a belt buckle coyote.
But I did. I was with my buddy. We went and sat and waited for Pedro, and he showed up, and it was the shadiest thing, but just for belt buckles. And he goes, "You have the buckles?" I said, "I do." And he said, "Do you have $250 American?" And I said, "Yeah." And that wasn't part of the deal. And he was like, "It is now." I said, "Cool."
Like, "Yes, Pedro."
And I drove across the border. I guess he did, because he met me in San Diego, but it was bananas. I didn't know that they could just take my vehicle.
Yeah.